When we tend to think about the trends in beauty, whether it's hair or fashion, we think about the exotic places like Milan, Paris, France, and London, England. Hello, I'm Stephanie Anderson of Maine Health, and thank you for viewing our show. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Elise Neal, who is the proprietor of Madison's Hair and Beauty Salon here in London, England. Hello, Madison, and thank you so very much for opening up your beautiful salon to me today.
Thank you.
Well, we kind of spoke earlier, but I kind of want to have you two share with me a little bit about how you started your journey in hair and how you, at a tender age of 20, started and opened this salon.
I've loved hair. Hair and beauty has always been my thing. From a young age, I knew that was what I wanted to do. Always knew I wanted to do that. Worked for a couple of salons. Went to one up in central London. Was there for a while. But I was working for someone else.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do it for myself. I wanted to open my own business, work for myself. So I bought this place when I was 20 and I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
It's everything I've always wanted to do. I'm my own boss.
Mm-hmm.
I love making my clients feel good. I've got a really good relationship with them. And they're really comfortable here and I absolutely love it.
That's what matters. Satisfying the client and making sure, because that's how we get repeat business.
Yeah, of course.
But what I hear is you're talking about the spirit of entrepreneurship and wanting your own business. And for a lot of people, they want it, but it's not as easy as it sounds working for yourself.
Oh yeah, it's hard work. I mean, the hours are really long, and you've got to save up and you've got to really want to do it.
Yes.
And they normally say when you open up a business, it takes sort of 3 years to find whether it's really going to work or not. I've just come into my 4th year, and
awesome.
it's sort of reached peak, and it's been absolutely amazing. Obviously, when you work for yourself, you can't have days off when you want and all that kind of stuff. But the benefits are kind of override all of that.
They outweigh anything
definitely,
else. Outweigh anything else. Well, I know that you offer different services here, hair, tanning. Do you have any things in particular special that you like to do here in your salon?
To be honest with you, I love the whole service, whether it's from colouring to cutting to just blow drying. The thing for me is making the client feel good. And when they walk into the salon, for them to feel relaxed. And obviously, they come into a salon for the atmosphere, the music's on, and they need to feel and look good when they leave. So I like the whole service. To me is what's important. So whatever they want is what I do.
So it's that before and after.
Yeah, it's the whole transformation.
Yeah.
It's the whole difference. You go to a salon, it's a treat, isn't it? It's not an everyday thing. So when the clients do come in, they go out feeling 10 times better, and the transformations before and after, that's what I love doing.
It's like magic. We're like magicians,
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like magic. I just witnessed that from one of your clients. I didn't get to see the before, but I surely got to see that transformation after, because the smile on her face, And that's what we're about, as far as making sure that we can satisfy the client and give them what we can within the confines of our capabilities of the service. I know we're in London, England. I'm from the States, and it's true, like I said in the intro, that a lot of times we kind of look to across the pond or to other countries for different trends in hair and style. Are you seeing anything in particular? Are you doing any type of service that may be like the trend right now?
There's a lot of sort of, in terms of cutting, there's like a real sharp finish to everyone. Everyone's having a real blunt style. I think there's a lot of like celebrities and things on the telly and things like that that are going for that really blunt sort of natural beach wavy look. So that's really in. And a lot of the time as well, when clients come in, they ask me what's in trend. They will come in and say, I want something new, I want to do something different, what's modern, what's out. And obviously a lot of people have pictures and things like that. But that's probably what I'm doing most of at the moment. It's gone from really long hair to sort of more of that middle sort of blunt sort of wear, like a
Yes.
long bob style. That's really quite in at the moment.
Kind of a soft look.
Yeah.
Do you ever come into the situation, Elise, where people come in wanting one thing and you know as a professional, maybe that's not going to work with them.
Yeah.
Maybe their face structure, their neck isn't long enough or it's too short or whatever the case may be. They want things that you really...
There's a lot of people come in with a picture of, say, Beyonce. Don't look like Beyonce. So there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
My job is obviously to look at the face shape, look at the style, and advise them what I can advise.
Okay.
You know, a lot of the clients are quite headstrong, and if they want something, I will give them the service they're after.
Okay.
But yeah, I will always say fringes are quite a big thing.
Yes.
Not everybody suits a fringe.
Yes.
So I'll always sort of sway people either way, depending on how I think it's going to look.
Yeah.
Or maybe start off with something softer, and then if they like it, we sort of then add to it and add more. But yeah, I'll always put my point across because I like to see the finish. I like it to look good. So.
Yes. And it's your signature, you know, once they leave the door and they go out to the world, they're your walking advertisement. So you want to make sure as much as you can to advise them. And like you said, a lot of times they come in here asking you what looks good on them.
Yeah, I'm such a perfectionist, so I am. I check. And even when they walk away, I look to see, you know, if it moves differently in the wind, all that kind of thing.
Yes.
I am a perfectionist. I like to make sure it's right.
Well, nothing's wrong with perfection because that is going to be your, the way you maintain and sustain.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
Yeah.
Some stylists that I know just do what they do, but the fact that you want to make sure.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what the clients come back for.
Yeah. So that's sustainability for them to be able to come back again and again and again. I know that you have another stylist here that does extensions. So is extensions kind of popular here, or do you?
So yeah, Danielle does all different types of hair extensions.
Okay.
So she works on appointment based only.
Okay.
Because obviously it's quite a long service, so you have to book out quite a long time, and there's a lot of consultations and things. And again, she will advise them on the different type of extension, depending on sort of the thickness of the hair, the strength of the hair, all of that kind of thing. Because obviously there's lots of different types of extensions, so that is all consultation based, depending on what works best.
Then I also know that you have a tanning facility as well. Now, how popular is that here in London? And
I mean, I say in the summer it's really popular because people obviously want a bit of a base before they go away. But then once people have got that bit of a base, they then want to keep it. So they then sort of keep up, whether it's a once a week or if they go in somewhere, a quick little top up. You feel better when you've got a bit of a tan, don't you? A bit of a glow, so that's really quite popular.
Yes. So, I'm going to get back to the business end of it, because I think it's quite impressive that someone at your tender age, and not to, you know, but it's really nice to hear that someone who has been able to sustain. Now, the business was already in play. It was already running before. So having the responsibility to come in behind someone and sustain, I think that's huge. So what do you feel like has been your secret mix or your ingredient to be able to be, you know, effective and successful at doing that?
I'm quite driven. I want it to work, and I think if you've got that, you will do anything for it to work.
Yes.
So I love that, you know, I'm my own boss, like I said. So to then try and work for somebody else would be crazy. I don't think I could do that again. But there's been, you know, tough times when I first opened the business and things like that, because I learned from scratch. I never done a business course or anything like that. I just loved hair, and that was my passion, and I wanted to do it for myself instead of earning someone else money. I looked into it a little bit. I actually come to the salon to manage to start with, and then it was kind of we're gonna sell, and I thought, here's my time. Like it's yes, I'm young, but it would be the perfect time. I don't have any other commitments, so this was my focus. So I made it work, and like I said, there was tough times, but I've come straight through the other end.
Awesome.
Yeah, I would tell anyone if they've got the opportunity to do it, to go for it whilst you can, before you don't have sort of the energy to do it. Like I have all my time goes into the salon.
So you've almost answered the second question that I was going to ask. So what would you say to a younger you or someone who is contemplating, like just finishing cosmetology school? And I understand there's a difference in where in the States, most places is 1,500 hours. I understand it's 70 hours here in order to be certified as a stylist. What advice would you give to someone who is possibly interested in pursuing entrepreneurship like you? Would you advise them to take the same course you did or do something different?
Obviously, colleges and courses like that are amazing, and that's where you get your head start. But it's being in the real world. You've got to work in a salon, feel it. It's the business side of it isn't always what I love, but because I love the hair, that comes with it.
Yes.
And so I would, if I could do it all over again, I would. I wouldn't do anything differently than what I've done. But I would say you've got to really want to do it because it's not easy. There'll be days where I'm at the salon all night. And I've got clients that will come later after work and things like that. So it's long hours. So you've got to really want to do it.
Yes, yes. Well, they say that when we work for, at least in the States, when we work for someone else, we do 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
But when we're self-employed, a lot of time it's double that.
Yeah, it is.
But it's because it's yours. It's that passion, that
And I
drive.
don't mind doing it.
Yes.
I enjoy doing it.
Yes. Well, I've seen from your work you do beautiful work. Again, I want to thank you because I know you have another client coming soon. I don't want to wear out my welcome. But I would recommend if you ever are in the area, if you're visiting London and you want a nice place, and it's purple, that's my favorite color. The station, the cushions and everything, it's a beautiful, calming place. I would really recommend that you visit Elise Neal here. Elise, do you mind telling people if they're interested in how to get to you exactly, your information, if you're on social media,
so I've got both Facebook pages and Instagram pages for the salon, which are Madison's Hair and Beauty. And in terms of location, it is just off of Enfield Town in EM1. So I'd love for you to come.
And a website?
So there is a website at the moment. It's www.madisonshairbeauty.com.
Well, there you've heard it. And again, I want to thank you for inviting me and my audience into your beautiful salon and giving us time just to kind of share a little information about what we do in the industry. This is Stephanie Anderson with Main Health. Thank you. Until next time. Take care and be blessed. Bye-bye.